I know what you're thinking. I know it's not real. These groups do not exist. But one of the things about being born into Monarch, especially born into the spiritual division, is that you're forced to be an occult researcher. Otherwise, you're not going to know anything about your life and how you were born into that situation. Because the situation is occult. So you can either wander around blissfully unaware, like my stepsister did, or you can just dive headlong into it and just be ready for the crazy wild ride. You can imagine which one I chose. This was one of the better chapters. I'd like to share that with you. Back in the day, I'm a little old, so the only way to catch electronic music wasn't dubstep or drum and bass. This was even further back. You could only catch it with like new wave and goth stuff. So industrial was the closest approximation for me. And I ended up in those clubs, and I ended up with those people. One of those people, actually, well, I went home with her a few times. Yada, yada, yada. Found out later that she was a mother of darkness. She was involved with the cult. Her mother was married about 6 or 7 times, enormously wealthy. Got everything she wanted from the system. I mean, she wanted to open up a business next to one of the biggest places in the city, cutting hair for $50 a customer. It's unbelievable. And she did it. I mean, the bank gave her the loan, and she opened the business, and everybody came in, and it was just cookie cutter, simple. They're protected. It's one of the branches, if not one of the main ones, of the spiritual side of the Illuminati. Then here I was, little old Johnny swinging by at 10 or 11 o'clock on a booty call, just right before my third shift, doing tech support for a trading firm, and then going on home and calling it a day. That was my schedule. I mean, she didn't look that great, actually, but she had this great bumper of a booty. It was really nice and round. And I figured I wouldn't be looking at her face much anyway, which was the case. It was mostly, just from behind. And it worked out for a really long time, I think. It was about, that was a long one. It was 6 months. Mostly because we didn't talk. And I don't know, she just kind of made a sport out of screwing with me, just kind of pulling antics in the bedroom that I'd go along with halfway until I just got sick of it, and then telling everybody else about them. I'm not really going to repeat them here. But when I got tired of these antics, one of the things was, I think the darkness in the Mother of Darkness comes from the vagina. I think it's very loose and large. That's the dark part. The thing is just huge. So there's going to be a lot of slippage. Doesn't matter how big you are. I mean, if something's seeing that much traffic, it's going to fly out, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, those lips have seen more rubber than a highway. It's just absolutely flaccid. So, every once in a while you might be popping in just to pop out, and you gotta just kind of keep going, oops, sorry, la la la. Couple months into this, after the antics, I decided to, I didn't do this on purpose, okay? FBI. It wasn't intentional. But, yeah, it just kind of, I didn't put it back in where it came from. I aimed high, or low, depending on the angle, and there it is. Oh! No, sorry. Wait, what? What happened? What did I do? Oh! Did you just put it in my ass? Well, did I? Is that what that was? Man, I was sitting there thinking, it feels just like a normal vagina. Okay. But then again, your normal vagina isn't really that normal. Oh man. It didn't last long after that. I just kind of rode her coattails out of the country, started building the basis for my vagabond gypsy life, which continues to this day. But, she's sharing this with the world, and now so am I. I present to you butt fucking, a mother of darkness. One of the greater accomplishments of my life. Thanks for listening.